I think I speak on behalf of all Liverpool fans when I say that was frustrating. I think the primary reason that a lot of Liverpool fans have been speaking about a title challenge this year has more to do with Manchester City's poor form than Liverpool's performances. I also don't think that Arsenal are being taken seriously enough based on what I do see on social media. In my last video, I criticised Liverpool's lack of fluidity and cohesion, and today was no different. The last time Liverpool won the league title, they had a clear preferred 11 and a clear structure. This current team does not. Is Trent Alexander-Arnold a right back, an inverted right back, or is he a midfield player? Is Cody Gakpo a winger, a centre forward, or an attacking midfielder? I think a lot of these changes are experiments to try and find the best way to accommodate Darwin Núñez and to shoehorn more attacking players into the side, because we don't have three reliable centre midfield players that fully understand the system that they're playing in. Ryan Gravenberch, who I do like, was deemed surplus to requirements at Bayern Munich, and Wataru Endo was fighting relegation with Stuttgart in the Bundesliga last season. Those are two of the three midfielders that started for us today in the biggest game of the season. We can only get away with shopping for bargains for so long, which I will speak about a little bit more later in this video. This is what happens when you don't invest in your midfield for years and then completely overhaul it in one panicked summer. The three midfielders that played today had never played in this fixture before, and I think they've only played one game with each other previously, and that was last week against Crystal Palace in an awful performance. Say what you want about Jordan Henderson, but there's been a few games this season where we've really missed his influence. He might not have the talents of Dominic Szoboszlai, but in terms of leadership and character, he was exceptional. Let's not forget that this man captained Liverpool to every possible major trophy, winning the Player of the Year in the process. Liverpool lost their composure today. Mohamed Salah and Cody Gakpo particularly guilty of shooting from what you would call low percentage positions. They allowed themselves to get frustrated and lost their rhythm. The manager completely changing the team twice in the second half didn't help. Playing with Endo and Alexander-Arnold in a midfield two and then with four forwards in front of them was quite naive, regardless of how little a threat Manchester United possessed. Klopp did quickly rectify this, but it was too late, and it felt like the final throw of the dice rather than a subtle tactical move, as he professed in his post-match interview. It was another spiky press conference from Jurgen Klopp in which he was full of praise for his side. He said that they played an excellent game and that the counter-pressing was as good as it's been all season. He looked a picture of frustration though, and I'm willing to bet that the face that we see when he fronts up to the media isn't the same one that the players will see in the dressing room. I am full of admiration for this man, and I really hope we're not left wondering what he could have achieved if he was properly backed by the owners of the football club. I will say, however, that although he hasn't gotten many signings wrong, Darwin Núñez is beginning to look like he may not have what it takes to lead the line for this football club, and a substantial fee was paid for him. If the budget is as tight as we're led to believe it is, was the Cody Gakpo signing necessary when we've been crying out for players in other positions, literally for seasons? Food for thought. No doubt I'll be accused of being negative, but I have maintained this stance for a while. This Liverpool team are not winning the league this season. The team has needed a top-class city midfield player for a long time, and as I've alluded to, our first-class centre forward can't finish or even stay onside. This is not a reaction to today's result, but rather our performances this season. But I think Arsenal will come to Anfield and win next week. Manchester United were poor today. Sometimes we see teams come to Anfield, rise to the occasion, defend for their lives, maybe ride their luck at times, but United, and I'm sure their fans would agree, didn't even play that well today in a subdued Anfield. They were there for the taking, and we dropped another 2 points. Those are my initial thoughts on today's game. Disappointing performance and result, but hopefully we'll see a better showing against Arsenal next weekend. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section, give the video a like, and hit subscribe for more football related content. Cheers.